So this has gotten ridiculous. I'm here, mended my shovel. There's the problem. Working on the Silk Touch pick. This is how I repair everything, if you're curious. And this entire time, ever since we named Blinky and he attacked me, he's reappeared several times. I think that's Blinky anyway. There was two Endermen, but it's usually Blinky. Sometimes the name tags are weird and you can't see them, but this entire time, I mean, enough for that. The shovel, I started repairing it first because it was the lowest, to give you an idea, and that thing's almost fully repaired. I played Mavericks versus Spurs against my nephew in 2K. We talked on the phone for a little while, and I've got this thing going, ran to the bathroom, did some other stuff. He's still here, and it's to the point of being ridiculous, I have to say. See if anything important's in here. Probably not. I hate how sometimes it does that. It doesn't filter in even though it should. Some sound. Like, there's no reason for that not to have... I guess the... the thing, whatever it's called, might be stopped up. But, yeah, this is the easiest way I found for me to just... get this taken care of, repair everything, because I don't really have to do anything. I've got my never-ending supply of saddles here, and done. Fantastic. Also, what did you think of those freaking slimes we had to take care of? I'm assuming that's Blinky. I don't see the name tag, but we'll run through here real quick, make sure there's no more slimes up top. You usually hear them, they're ridiculously loud. Back there, since we hadn't been down here in a while, that's where we've got a little mad scientist, if you will. So, let me get rid of that, get this back. This armor's pretty decent. We got hit multiple. Of course, I can't kill the guy. That's the problem. When Blinky was attacking me. Now, if he does it again, he's been warned. I'll tell you that much. But that's kind of one of those things. I just, how do you kill what you're trying to love? And I don't know the answer to that. It's complicated. So, that said, I spent a lot of time on this tower portion, and I'm hoping the grass is spread. We should have been within range. And I need to go back. I've closed off some of these passageways, so... Okay, so I've got these two coming down. I'm not a huge fan of this. I can tell you that right now. That would be more water, which I haven't laid out just yet, but... Let me cycle up here so you can kind of see it. We'll go outside first, and I'll kind of tell you what I'm thinking of doing. I'm of the mindset... Hopefully there's nothing out here. It rained for a really, really, really long time, but I'm of the mindset of taking, like, acacia wood and kind of making it the perimeter. I think it would look more natural. Some of the stone out in this area is going to be the edge of a room. So I may have to modify that, sort of come out with more dirt, which actually wouldn't be terrible now that I see where it is. But like if I were to break this, we're inside a room that I've been working on, so it kind of mimics what we have here. I came out from this edge, which would be, I guess, right here, or the acacia stump, one or the other. Came out about 7 on both sides, just again, replicated what we have there structure-wise. So, we've sort of taken a look at that. It kind of gets covered in all honesty. So, we'll possibly deal with that in the future. Nonetheless, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm also thinking of tweaking this and either moving my bedroom, which, let's face it, it wasn't much of a bedroom, but, it's gotten us by for 90 episodes, And then, of course, we tunneled underneath it, a while back, and I don't know, we'll either move it or we'll have a hidden door type of a thing. But when we come into the storage room now, got this, the grass did go ahead and spread all the way. This is the waterworks. I originally was going to have, like, water here and here, or something, where it involved 2 of these, essentially. Now I've decided to just kind of go with the one. I'm also thinking of having it go up all the way. I'm not exactly sure yet. I also have not come in and put like the glowstone in place of the torches or anything just yet. These are here obviously because that would be, the water spouts, if you will. In fact, let's just go ahead and get that done while we're here together. So that's going to go away and cycle this. I try to use a different block so the Enderman can't take them away. But Blinky definitely seems to like the place now that we've kind of, been hanging out with him and everything. So did this one line up? It did not. Okay, there we go. Boom. Got it. Alright. I think it's actually faster to take the stairs. So eventually when we update our versions, it'll probably be more efficient to bubble streams and everything. So let's set that up. And we'll drop this one. Alright, so this area came together pretty decent, I have to say. I've got everything smooth stoned. We'll probably keep the torches in here. Might hide lighting like there. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'm not a fan of what it looks like on the bottom side, but now my convenient staircases are gone. So this is it though, and I went ahead and just did like a cross formation across. So I've got openings on both sides of level 1 and level 2. I could potentially come in and like stained glass that stuff, and I thought of like this gap here in line with the glass blocks. I thought of coloring that so it would look different when you look up, and then I didn't know, like if I did this level blue and that light blue, or like multicolors, rainbows, I don't know. I know this looks pretty decent, and I don't know what that would look like. So that's kind of where we're at. What was the best way to get up there? But, I'm gonna grab water too in case we get attacked by an Enderman. But I've got all kinds of strange passageways going here and there. Yeah, so here's this one. This is the first level. And if you pop through here, conveniently enough, it brings us out right over here. So I thought that was actually pretty good. And the good news is I can rework this and just, kind of have it more uniform, and then like the steps over here type of a thing. And I like that it is shielded from the sides. When we head off this direction, you can see there's a pathwork here, and that's because it lines up with that door. So some of this is sadly just like a block or so off from being perfect, but at the same time, I also put forth 0 effort. What is that missing? Should be polished. Just now noticed that. But, I didn't try to make this line up. I just built it, and then it's interesting because it was just one away from that. And what is the best way to get up there? Think about this for a second. Actually, through my bedroom would be pretty good. I'd been using a dirt passageway, which I no longer have access to, and that's kind of throwing me for a loop here. And then I did dig it out, but I didn't actually come in and put ladders down. So this is going to be interesting. I'm not actually sure if there's a way to get up there without my dirt. And I do want to get you up there. Did I put a... Let me see. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to make a way to get up there. So, just bear with me here. It's all going to make sense in a little while, hopefully. Okay. Boom. Okay, so not the best way. We're going to pretend like we had something more elaborate. But right here, when we come out, this is where we're going to have a bunch of glass blocks as well. Let me, I guess, break that one. Go ahead and get it out of the way. Alright. So to give you an idea, this is kind of like a passway into our greenhouse, which has yet again, I can't tell you how many times I have to replace this. That whole row was to be grass blocks, right? And it's not because of Enderman. And I get kind of tired of that. Hopefully it wasn't Blinky, I should say. Not Binky, but Blinky. I do have a bed now. But yeah, this lines up right... Is that off too? I was going to say I could tweak that. So this is centered, obviously. And then the catch being it's not centered when you come in here. It's like one off. But again, I had no idea that it was even going to line up remotely close with anything. So I'm not too terribly upset. That I haven't done anything with. This. Okay, that's the staircase we just made. So now we know. There's nothing out that way yet. And I don't believe I've gone that direction any. So, like I said, that is a good thing we made the staircase, because it's currently the only way to get up here. But, check it out. I went ahead and I put grass all through here. Thought it was pretty swanky. I have actually debated about making the roof be glass in this entire area. Now, if I bring you back around this way, let me see, where would we want to go out? Probably here would be a good spot. See what I'm saying? Like, this is right there. So, kind of everywhere you see these pillars, that's like going with the trajectory of the room that we built. So all that is actually the walls there. And I'm kind of thinking we're going to build out over that. And we'll probably then connect it decently. And I'll try to then come in and work on that area. So I'm pretty happy with what we got done. I will say that. So just throw that back together. I think it turned out good. I mean, we've got this area. This is open only because this is that little cavity where the skeleton was. And in all honesty, I'm kind of curious how far back this goes. Right there. There's my answer. And where does it come out exactly? Get this cycled out before something bad happens. What's going on? There we go. Right there. Right by the old oak tree. Cool, that might come in handy, and we could of course lower it down and probably have it interconnect with some stuff. But for now, we'll do that. Put a light up. But yeah, like I said, I mean, that's only there for that reason. It's something we could take out, keep in, but I would kind of like the ceiling to all be that height, which means we need to get rid of this, and an awful lot of that is actually surface area. So here it is at nighttime. It also looks cool in the rain. You might have seen that in some of the clips I recorded. I can't really recall. But like I said, this whole area here could be filled in with colored glass. It could all be clear. There's really no point in having it covered. Unless you just want it for like the decorative effect, sort of like we did down there. And if you'll note, this all lines up. So we've kind of got the glass here in the middle, crosses over with the grass, and then the wood planks are just on the outside, sort of the L shape there. I think it looks pretty good. Now, I could also come in and we could have the water feature going all the way down, which might be kind of neat. And then, like I said, I could also say blow out, we'd leave this pillar solid stone and maybe take these three out and sort of have like colored glass so you can see through there, or even clear. In fact, let's see what that might look like. So there's 1, 2, 3. I want to try and collect it. Alright, so I don't know that we'll run with this, but it'll give us an idea of what it looks like. You can let me know your thoughts. Possibly I'll go with what you suggest, I don't know. Probably just do what I want, truth be told, but I think that's where you could use colored glass and it wouldn't interfere with anything, but truth be told, that kind of, it's cool seeing in there, I have to say. We could mimic that down below, we could just do it here, I don't really know. This one I kind of don't mind seeing into as much as down below. So let's see if we can get there in an efficient manner. Oh, there's the Enderman again. I don't think that's Blinky. Although the name tags are strange how they work. So that's a pretty good pathway, truth be told. But with that being grass surfaces, I feel like it might be better. And then, like, if this is where I put the glowstone, perhaps that would possibly work, in my opinion. It's all kind of just a work in progress, you know, just having fun with it, seeing what we can do. But let me know what you think of it. I think it turned out pretty good. It's not exactly as elaborate as I was going to make it, but that's only because the base structure turned out to be pretty good, in my opinion. So this will take me down to the storage room. We'll get back to the base area that way. I mean, base is in, you know, like the ground floor of the entire thing. So there it is, looking up, man. I think it looks good now. Where is our, there, right? You can sort of see it. Would be what we have, and then we'd come in these middle three and do the same thing. Might be worth doing. Not sure. We'll see. I could switch some of this out for stone brick or something decorative stuff. I don't know. I kind of liked it all natural, if you will. But yeah, that is where we are at right now. I did make one small step towards working on our storage area, you know, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, truth be told, but I thought, you know, okay, frame it out. That's before I realized that the chest wouldn't open, of course. And I was thinking, you know, put a sign, and this would be like dirt, and then you come over, and it would be grass, and you just go way back, type of a thing for storage. Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of ways of doing it. The problem is, I don't know. Originally, I wasn't going to have this pathway through here, and I was just going to have it be this whole area that was uniform size. And I was going to attempt to just have it be laid out real nice. And you'd have a crud ton of chests here with stuff, and some here, and some here. And then I thought, you know, just put it in the wall like that. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to play with. Obviously, if we had a loading area somewhere and then like a depository, that would be probably the best scenario. But this is the one thing I don't like about it. I'm not crazy about looking at that. I do have one slab on me. I don't know if that's going to let me place it. It does take some ceiling height away. You know, here's what I'm wondering. Let me get over here. This is just out of curiosity, basically. So, I'm going to do that. Make this. Cells are empty. They need to stack to make my life easier. So, this would brighten it up is what I'm thinking. We could change that out to blocks of oak. What would it look like? Let's see. Basically, I'd have to run blocks of oak there. Which, you know, nothing should spawn there. We'll have it lit. But I wondered if then having the birch there would kind of brighten this area. I still have that one piece of oak wood. I do not. It's not letting me place that. Oh, I can now. Okay, so obviously, I like it better than looking at the dirt. But I don't know. I mean, that kind of feels out of place too, and it does sort of cramp you. But I do really like the grass being there. I don't know what to do. We're gonna have to play around and figure it out. So, if you got any ideas, feel free to let me know. I'm not sure how soon I'll upload this or how it will relate to if I, you know, have already tricked it out in a different way. But we'll figure it out. It's kind of a work in progress. But we got this done. Eventually, I'll try to figure out some better storage system. And I also hope to start working kind of on the decorative side of that mountain right over there. So that's what I will be doing off camera, having a good time with. Oh, I have 3, but oh yeah, one was milk. Okay, so gotta go get some water and milk. I always like to have 2 of those. Never know, you know, when you're gonna wind up in the nether or have a chance encounter with a witch. So with that said, we could do water streams that deliver items. I don't know. That's kind of, I was thinking of having an item elevator to bring stuff up here. It's gonna just take time and playing around with it, see what we like the best. But see how dark that is, just being half a block up, and then that's oak, and then this is oak, and it's significantly lighter. I mean, there's a good comparison right there. So I don't know. I'll be playing around with it. We'll try to figure something out. And that's it. I think it turned out pretty freaking good. We've got Blinky the Enderman hanging around somewhere. That'll keep things interesting around the base. But let me know what you think looks coolest up here. If you would do colors, no colors, solid glass, leave it open like it is. It's functional now. We'll make it more functional as we go. But with that said, thanks for watching. I will catch you back here for more Wiisdom Plays Minecraft.